a Delhi college, and she got 1 lakh rupees as a scholarship from Yogi Adityanath in 10th boards, and that money was used for her engineering, to pay her first year engineering fees. Otherwise, her father said that we will marry you off if we did not had any money. And I have so many stories around me because I'm a hostler, so a lot of people from other states, I do, yeah. Even Tamanna, one of the attendees, is a hostler. So yeah, as hostlers, you realize people are at the end of the day stories, and so powerful stories. Like one other girl, she said that she is from a village in Bihar, and her mother is the only educated woman there. And every day people used to taunt her mom कि तुमने पढ़ के भी, you are a housewife, तो तुम अपनी बेटी को क्यों पढ़ा रही हो. And she used to say in Bihar, at least per day she'll get 20 comments कि तुमने कपड़े ऐसे क्यों पहने, even if she's fully dressed. तुम आज घर ट्यूशन से 1 मिनट लेट क्यों हुई, or stuff like this. So yeah, still date, even though if you are in a privileged space and सब कुछ अच्छा हो तुम्हारी लाइफ में, स्कूल अच्छा हुआ, कॉलेज अच्छा हुआ, but and people also neglect introverts का की गलती नहीं है. They cannot do community involvement. As I'm an extrovert, I have a lot of friends and I can talk to anyone, but I realize people are introverted and it's not their fault. So it's disparity on their side कि उन्हें opportunities के बारे में पता नहीं चलता, hackathon के लिए teammates नहीं मिलते, even if they are talented nobody knows them. So yeah, we have to kill this like disparity, and like what you are trying to do at Invact, that you will have a community also, but it will be I guess it will be virtual, right, on metaverse.
Right.
Yeah, it will be on metaverse, and you're trying to kill the traditional 4-year system of college.
Yes.
Okay. And anything else like you can share about Invact, like um, how do you uh,
I think
apart
as an
from this.
engineer, I'll share some engineering points also.
Sure.
What we made with Invact. So we have made Invact on completely on web, the metaverse completely on web. And yesterday we were doing some performance testing and all. And what we have optimized it for, since we are talking about access, we know that not everyone has the best laptop or the best network. So we created this in less than 7 MB. And you know how much 7 MB is. It's one photo today on an iPhone. So your entire metaverse is optimized for low bandwidth, for low end PCs. We still know that there would be a lot of problems, but that's the best we can do. I think engineering wise, it's been a great challenge building on web something like a metaverse, and then creating physics around it, like what happens when things collide, and gravity, and all of those things, and walking up. So we learned a lot. We also realized that some of what we didn't care about in 11th, in 12th, right? Physics and math and everything, and algebra and geometry, all of it became useful. We went and learned all of those things again. So it was all in all a great engineering journey, building and optimizing again for low end devices. So once that comes out, I'll invite you all to have a look at what it is, and I think you all will love it. I think that's why I say that everything which you are learning is useful. I don't know. I don't like the ratification process of it, but when you are learning something, learn it with all your heart, and you never know when it will be useful again when you are building something like this.
That's absolutely correct. Like even if we talk about our, recent the current education system we have, even this was built by a lot of debates, by a lot of school of thoughts. कि क्या होना चाहिए after we change the Gurukul system, and yeah, changes are very messy and they are very slow, and we doubt ourselves a lot whenever we are trying to build a change, because nobody believes in us, but we do believe in you, sir. And because we all don't like going to college, and in fact this will help us in this it will decentralize this entire college ka raj. I don't want to call this, but a lot of institutes make very filthy money out of it. And yeah, so uh,
But those are the problems. I think it's just waiting for a better solution, and I think it will take some time and some of your support as well to build it, but should happen sooner than later.
So actually, I have a question. I mean, you are yourself having your own
Could you
startup.
please
So,
ask your question after? We have one last question, common question, and then
okay, okay,
we
sure.
open to questions in the chat. Thank you so much, sir. So, sir, the last question students asked is any ending messages for students interested in entrepreneurship? Um,
Okay. See, what I would suggest is that don't don't jump into entrepreneurship too quickly just because it's the cool thing. At least now it's not the cool thing on Twitter anymore. Um, don't jump into entrepreneurship because it's a great way to build wealth. When you're getting into entrepreneurship, and again, this is very personal opinion, get or whatever you're doing in life, not just entrepreneurship, do it for the right reasons, right? um, and if you do things for the right reasons, even if you fail, you will be happy that you tried. But if you do it for the wrong reasons, then what happens is that you start regretting things, and that's not a good place to be in your life. Many a times I tell this also, that just because the technology is cool, don't try to build on that technology. And I keep telling this story to people that we didn't name it Metaversity. When I thought of the idea first, I named it Invactverse. It just so happened that Metaverse was also rising, so we like, let's ride the wave. Why not? That's smart branding, smart marketing, but branding and marketing is not entrepreneurship, right? So entrepreneurship is about solving a customer problem. So until you have a customer problem which you want to solve, don't just build on Web3 for the sake of it. Don't just build on something for the sake of it. And also, if you want to be an entrepreneur, I think even before you want to be an entrepreneur, you should behave like an entrepreneur. You should have very high accountability for yourself. You should have very strong learning mindset. When I was hearing that you guys are girls are doing prototyping and agile methodology, this is amazing. And you should definitely learn these things. Even when you are in a job, try to learn as much as you can. I think you get into a good job, 2 3 years you do programming, learn end to end, do a PM product management role for some time, and then maybe take a plunge into entrepreneurship after some time. Don't need MBA to do entrepreneurship for sure. Lots of thoughts I have on entrepreneurship. I think पूरा thread ही लिख दिया. Give me the recording. This will come out as a good thread.
yeah, you have said like you have 3 to 4 threads out of this meeting, and
Easily.
we'll definitely share the recording.
Thank you.
And we are open to audience questions. Please type your questions
Priyanka
in the
was
chat.
asking something. Priyanka, go ahead.
Uh, yeah. So actually, first of all, I see a lot of your content online. It's amazing talking to you right here.
Thank you.
So one of my problems is that I'm not able to narrow down one particular aspect that I want to stick because I've heard that to be successful, you need to stick to one thing in life. And
Okay.
I am just a very curious individual, so I'm just here tagging along into different aspects. Sometimes I'm into Web3, I'm discovering blockchain, I'm discovering machine learning, sometimes I'm interested in web development. So it's very hard for me to like just root down and be like, this is it. This is what I want to do for like, for the rest of my life or whatever it, at least for a decent amount of time. So it's really hard for me to actually go down that lane. So what is something that you would advise, or like how did you choose your field when you were at this, like at my place?
Very bad person to ask for this advice. Like, did you not hear my resume? I did, I did programming, then I did web network security, then I did AI, then I did web development. Up until recently, before leaving Microsoft, I was doing mobile development and cross-platform development. Then now entrepreneurship. So my suggestion is that if you I don't know how to be humble and say this, but if you if you think I'm successful, then I think you're on the right path. And if you think I'm not, then I think you should talk to that person and ask ki, how do you find your focus. So my thinking, Priyanka, is I was saying this to Kushbu also day before yesterday. Weird that how much you girls are reminding me of her. Ki, do whatever you want to do and explore as much as you want to explore. Don't worry about it. But especially when you are doing something, anything, at that point of the time you go deep into it. Surface level mat karo cheezein. So do whatever. When you are in love, be deep in love. When you are traveling, travel fully. When you are doing photography, learn photography, be the best there. When you are learning ML, be the best there. When you are learning um, web development, be the best there. Like, put your 100% into it. Everything will help you grow. So Priyanka, don't try to find the one thing which you want to do for your entire life. I think things will figure out. If you are a hard working person and you're smart, you will grow into a great personality. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But if someone, whoever is saying focus on one thing, I think you should ask that person. This person is saying learn everything, go deep into everything, whichever, wherever your passion takes you, that's fine. I mean, uh, perfectly works out.
No, but like there is a factor of stability that is also attached because obviously I'm from middle class family. So grabbing a job and paying all the bills, it's also very important.
वो
So
तो
that
बेसिक
ex
है यार, वो तो हो ही जाएगा. डू डीएसए, इधर यू डू डीएसए और यू डू वेब 3 और यू डू वेब डेवलपमेंट. जॉब नहीं मिलेगा ऐसा थोड़ी है. मतलब प्रियंका, आलू बेचना मतलब गुपचुप बनाओगे ना तो भी जॉब मिल जाता है, अंडा बेचोगे तो भी जॉब मिल जाता है. एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर कंप्लीटिंग योर डिग्री एंड यू आर सेटिंग फॉर अ प्लेसमेंट, you will get a job. Why do you have to worry too much? The thing is that if you want what Avni wants and you want what Samiksha wants and you also want what you want, then it will be a problem. But तुम्हें अगर तुम्हें जो चाहिए, like giving you my example, my friends were sitting in Microsoft placements, Amazon placements, all these companies used to come to my college as well. I did not sit for any placement. I was very sure I want a network security job. Simple. It took some time. Even though I was one of the best coders for the first 6 months, I didn't get a placement. I got my placement in the second, like the last sem, 8th sem में मेरा placement हुआ. Which is fine. I just needed one job. मुझे अपना एक job चाहिए था ना. बाकी लोग का job थोड़ी चाहिए. So Priyanka, what you need is your one job, and bill payment, the least of your worries है. Anybody who is as smart as you, who has cracked the college which you are in, and as curious as you will get a job. So fourth year में do DSA, get a job. If you absolutely hate DSA, don't do DSA. Do web development, get a job. Do mobile development, get a job. जॉब तो भाई इतना खराब है, जॉब तो मिलता ही है. कौन है जॉबलेस? अपने आसपास देखो, पापा मम्मी हम लोग से कितना कम पढ़े थे, हमारे सबको जॉब लग गया. जॉब इज नॉट अ प्रॉब्लम.
another question I have, what are the in-demand technologies do you think? Like, do you see a rise in the next 20 years? Like you see is going to take over? Like
Engineering करो
absolutely.
यार प्रियंका. दिस इज व्हाट आई कीप टेलिंग ऑल द स्टूडेंट्स. फोकस ऑन इंजीनियरिंग. टेक्नोलॉजीज पे फोकस नहीं करना चाहिए. वन डे यू कैन. And when I say engineering, it doesn't mean DSA. DSA is just one part of engineering. Also understand operating system, databases, networks and systems. वो RMI क्या होता है? आप अलग अलग किताब लो, उनको पढ़ो. What are good coding practices? How testing works? How TypeScript works? कुछ भी type systems कैसे काम करते हैं? ये सब चीजें पढ़ो. Because 5 year or 10 year or 20 year, the basics of engineering is not going to change. It has not changed from past 30 years either. टेक्नोलॉजी बिल्ड्स ऑन टॉप ऑफ इट. वो इतना चाटते हैं, बोर करते हैं बहुत. वेब 3 बोल बोल के कि वेब 3 इज द न्यू कूल थिंग, यू शुड लर्न वेब 3. व्हाट इज वेब 3? वेब 3 इज क्रिप्टोग्राफी. इफ यू नो द बेसिक्स ऑफ क्रिप्टोग्राफी, आई डिड इट इन नेटवर्क सिक्योरिटी टाइम में. मुझे क्रिप्टोग्राफी के सारा बेसिक्स पता था. मैंने आज तक एक वेब 3 का कुछ नहीं पढ़ा. आई नो व्हाट वेब 3 इज. क्या है वो? हैश है. हैश. इफ यू नो व्हाट हैशिंग इज, इफ यू नो व्हाट अ पब्लिक एंड अ प्राइवेट की इज, you know what web3 is. So basics are more important than anything else. And when you do basics, you can always change you can go from mobile to web3 to network to AI. Everything basics पता होना चाहिए आपको. So don't never get into कि मैं तो I'm a web3 person. वो सुनने में ही cool लगता है. You're an engineer. An engineer should know engineering. वो बनाओ अच्छा, वो base इतना solid रखो. Everything will take care of itself.
And Afreen is
Thank you,
asking
sir.
if you are a college student and you want to go for product designing degree after BTech, how is it like okay? And because I am more interested in how and why things are made.
What do you call? Would you please say something on if a budding entrepreneur is ready to go for product design degree after their BTech, because I'm more into how. Uh, तो बहुत what you these are two very different questions. You are a budding entrepreneur, so do you want to optimize for your entrepreneurship, or do you want to optimize for what you are interested at right now? क्योंकि कभी कभी sometimes you should do fasting. You know why you should do fasting? Because it builds resilience in your body. Sometimes you should do DSA even if you hate it, because it builds resilience in your mind, right? So my question to you, Afreen, आफरीन नाम है आपका, यार आपका तो पूरा सॉन्ग है, गाना है आपके नाम में, लोग तो बहुत चढ़ाते होंगे आपको. so so my question is, do you want to optimize for entrepreneurship or you want to optimize for product designing role? If you want to optimize for entrepreneurship, I would suggest anybody to do 1 or 2 years of programming. It always helps. An engineer can always be the best entrepreneur क्योंकि उसको systems पता है. All future entrepreneurship is going to happen on code, right? VCs are not going to invest money in something which is not code driven. एकदम clear रखो. So if you know how to code, if you know how to build, it will be a superpower. Then on top of it, if you know how to design, OMG. Then on top of it, if you know how to be an entrepreneur about thinking about business and marketing. So what I would do in your place is I would think of my career as a stool. And instead of having stool with just one leg, I would make it on 3 legs. And one leg of that would be engineering, one leg would be product or design, both learning, and one leg would be business understanding. Then I have a very strong stool with good base. Now I can stand and try to touch the fan, because entrepreneurship is like that. If you stand on one stool, so think what you want to optimize for, I would suggest.
Okay, sir.
Programmers can get into product designing anytime. Product designers getting into programming is going to be tough. So I would suggest
Yeah.
have a good tag. If you want to be an entrepreneur, have a good tag from one good company of first engineering, then get into designing and product thinking and everything. Then go for entrepreneurship. Take your time. It's a 40-year career. अभी के इतना हड़बड़ी क्या है, आराम से करेंगे धीरे धीरे. 2 years प्रोग्रामिंग भी कर लेते हैं, इतना कॉलेज भी आए हैं तो, है कि नहीं?
So, and Pranya asked, we are learning everything, but how much do we have to do it? I guess you answered it, that we have to explore, but we don't have to switch until unless we go to the depth of it and we understand what it is.
Exactly. Understand the basics of it. आप
Basics.
Can you explain something to a 5-year-old? अगर तुम वो समझा सकते हो कि अच्छा वेब3 क्या है, यही तो है, हैशिंग क्या है, तुम समझा सकते हो कि क्या होता है, then you go and do anything else. But please, when you are learning something, try to understand the basics of it. Don't just learn the APIs of it, or how to solve this problem. Oh, ऐसे करते लोग, ये तो डीपी का प्रॉब्लम है, अरे उससे क्या है, how is that gonna help you? I mean, you're an engineer, तुम थोड़ी problem identification MLA.
It's okay, sir. I guess sir's having some network issues. He'll be back, I believe. And then we'll wrap up the session. Samiksha will give the thank you note to sir in 2 minutes.
Me?
Yeah.
So what he meant is, like, I should strong my engineering.
आफरीन
Yeah.
आप टाइप कर दो, ऑडिबल नहीं है.
You can type in the chat, Afreen. I guess sir lost his connection. And in few minutes we'll have. So yeah, we have.
Yeah, I got dropped off for some weird reason. मैक भी ऐसा करता है आजकल. विंडोज को क्या इज्जत रहेगा, वो खुद से रीस्टार्ट हो गया अपने आप. चलो रीस्टार्ट होते हैं. Cool. Anything else? First tell me, no, what do you girls like? What is your generation calling 11th and 12th these days?
We call them. What do we call them? Gen Z. I guess Gen Z, right? The Gen Z.
Gen Z is different. Like your studies, जब आप 10th मैट्रिक करते हो तो क्या बोलते हो उसके बाद के 2 साल को? That IT preparation is.
Dukh dard.
हाँ वो तो बढ़िया है, but like
What do we
what is
call?
general lingo?
What general lingo? I guess no. It's
11
there's
12
no
की है.
lingo.
11,
ऐसे ही
12 only, no?
Yeah.
Someone in the chat said ki such an old person. After so much time, I've heard someone calling 11th and
No,
12th.
no, I said that I heard someone saying that engineering subjects are used applicable in real life. Like people search
Oh.
on internet, where do we use trigonometry in real life and such weird questions. And today I found an answer that you used 11th and 12th physics concepts, gravitation and all in your project.
11, 12 का मैथ भी पूरा यूज होता है एआई में. If you have learned about maxima, global minima, curve fitting, सब पूरा statistics, everything is used. मतलब यूज वही दिक्कत है कि वो एवरीडे जॉब में नहीं यूज होता है, बट देन सर व्हाट आई मेंट वाज आई शुड फर्स्ट स्ट्रॉन्ग माय इंजीनियरिंग, देन इफ आई विश आई शुड गो फॉर प्रोडक्ट डिजाइन डिग्री एंड स्टडी अबाउट फाइनेंस. यस, एग्जैक्टली दिस. Cool. So that's it. Anything else, girls?
So one last
So, sir,
question.
Samiksha, you can give the vote of thanks.
One
Yeah,
last question.
So
I had.
Navya से पूछ लेते हैं.
Okay,
Vote
go.
of thanks will be. I am just looking so much looking forward to it. कि यार कितना formal आने वाला है. Like
नहीं
throw,
छोटा ही
throw
है.
formalities at me. Yeah, Navya, tell me.
So, is Invact open to like applying for internship? Like, can I apply for an internship at Invact? What's the procedure?
Programming internship.
No, any sort of like, not right now maybe, but maybe in the second year or something. I'm in the first year right now.
Sure, yeah. You have my email. It's tanay@invact.com.
Okay.
Send me your proof of work, what you have done. I do all proof of work based hiring. So send it to me and I'll have a look. Why not?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
Vote of thanks. Ready?
Drum rolls.
Drum rolls. Yes. Let's go ahead.
It is funny for me. All right. Thank you, sir, for such deep insights, and we are honored by your presence. Thank you for guiding us. And I would like to ask the participants to follow him on Twitter and seek further guidance. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Samiksha, for this guidance and all. Okay, thank you. Let's keep in touch, and let's for sure. If you have any problem, any issues, definitely let me know.
So we'll just quickly take a screenshot.
Please.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
All right.
Samiksha, you're taking this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Done.
Thank you. बहुत देर होल्ड करना पड़ गया, but then again. Thank you guys. This was lovely talking to you. Thank you so much for having me on Saturday evening. और बहुत अच्छे questions पूछे आपने. Please do send me the recording. That would be lovely. Bye bye. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night. Bye.
So I request my lovely audience, the 40 loyal people who joined me. I sent emails to 130 people and just 40 people joined. It's okay. I can rant now.
It was a
Yeah,
very
but
good
बहुत अच्छा session कराया आपने.
मजाक
I
है.
seriously want to clap for you. I seriously want to clap for you. Really बहुत अच्छा, बहुत
Please
अच्छा.
don't leave, pyare people. We have Ishan Sharma joining with us in few minutes.
Ishan Sharma, guys, YouTuber.
यार इतने
Just
अच्छे
30
लोग बुलाए
people
थे
crazy
आपने.
about him.
यार
I
एक
thought
सेकेंड अवनी
he must be the
इतने
crush of
अच्छे
so
लोग
many girls.
यार
But
इतने अच्छे
nobody's
लोगों को
joining.
बुलाया तुमने बट
Exactly.
IGDTUW को क्यों नहीं
मैंने
समझ आता
इतने
ये बात.
दर्द से वीडियो बनाई वो.
पता है अभी क्या करूँ ना, अभी एक ऐसी वीडियो मतलब गेस्ट को लेके आओ जो तुम्हें बताए हाउ टू गेट इनटू माइक्रोसॉफ्ट. भीड़ आ जाएगी जनता भर के.
Exactly. I have brought the Microsoft engineer with me. And I am bringing a guy who is earning double of what Microsoft engineers
यार
earn.
तने
He's
सर
just
को ना
20.
सुनने के लिए लोग तरसते हैं, ठीक है, और तुमने बुलाया उनको.
Really good session. Really good session.
मैं बिलीव नहीं कर पा रही थी सही में. मैं इसलिए ज्वाइन किया था कि सही में तने सर है या यूट्यूब लाइव रिकॉर्डिंग चलेगी.
No, अच्छा हुआ ना यार, 1-to-1 हो गया. अभी सपोज बहुत लोग आ जाते तो तुम लोग मतलब सर से मतलब बात भी नहीं कर पाते. आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा, प्रियंका ने
बट
पूछा, ये
यार
सब होता ही नहीं.
दिस सेशन रियली डिजर्व्स मतलब एक हाई स्टेज पे जाए.
Second year students, some people are giving D short test, but I don't know why first year has not joined me.
नहीं अभी मैं ना इसे ट्विटर पे एंड हर जगह लिंक्डइन पे डाल के ना इसे शो ऑफ करने वाली हूं, एंड देन पीपल आर गोना
Yeah, go on Twitter, guys. After after this session, go on Twitter and share your learnings. Please give your batchmates some FOMO. And
Yeah.
we'll not share this recording with anyone else except the people who have attended the session. So please,
And
I'll
really, you have worked on yourself a lot, and a lot. I can
Thank you.
really see a successful version of your already. Like third year की अपनी ऐसी है and ऐसी है.
Thank you
यार
so much.
सही में बहुत ज्यादा क्लैपिंग में सामने रहती तो
दी पता है अभी ईशान सर का सेशन होने वाला है, मेरे को मैसेज आ रहा है प्लीज नई लिंक भेज दो, नई लिंक भेज दो.
यही लिंक है भाई, भेज दे, जिनको आना है भेज दे. I will send the link again to Ishan sir also. If my mom is saying मुझे भी लिंक भेजो, भाई मेरी मम्मी को आना है और मेरे क्लासमेट्स को नहीं आना. सोचो भाई कितनी
यार
कम
एक
कीड़ों
चीज बताओ, हाउ मतलब कैसे इनसे बात करी तुमने, कैसे ये मान गए आने के लिए?
मेरा भी
Please,
सेम क्वेश्चन था.
So how I talked is, he told me why me, so I gave a really long answer, and he told me like that was an amazing answer, and I should try content writing also. So yeah, he asked me why are you calling me, and I answered it.
Tanay
If
sir.
yeah, if Ishan sir has not joined, I will take one more session how to do content writing, but firstly
Wow.
I'll share what I said.
मतलब how did Ishan Bhaiya said a yes? I mean,
दीदी वो पूछ रहे हैं आपका कॉल उठाया कैसे, पहले तो ये बताओ. कॉल नहीं उठाते
Yeah,
हैं.
so no, I told Ishan that I am myself a budding entrepreneur, and I am someone and people at Cisco Incubator will relate to you as much as I do. So this is what I shared my proof of work. Yeah, I am calling you, but I have also done some stuff here. I'm not as great as you, but I am something. So are you willing
God,
to
that's
are you
really,
willing to take up a session for my kids? So he said yes, why not?
oh my God. Hearing Ishan
Where-
live.
Avnidhi, you are in second year. I am in the Majdhar. I just completed
In
the
the
second year.
Mazdar of doing DSA or pursuing my
I am in the Majdhar of everything. Second, third year के मझधार में DSA करूँ या अपने पैशन को फॉलो करूँ इसके मझधार में, हर चीज के मझधार में ही हूँ मैं. Don't worry.
पैशन क्या है आपका?
तो बहुत सारे पैशन है, यही मेरी प्रॉब्लम है. मेरे एक पैशन है ही नहीं.
कोई नहीं, सब
ये
बता
मुंबई
दो.
बुला रहा है आपको, आप मुंबई जाओ. ये जो आपने बीच में रैंट दिया था ना,
Yeah.
पिक्चर दिला देगा
I,
आपको.
I too want to work, you know. मतलब मेरा भी कभी कभी जैसे मन करता है बीच बीच में मुझे से आते सपने.
यार Samiksha, can you send Ishan sir the email again? You have the email. Please send him the email of direct link. Just send him.
Alright.
Till then, let's have a chat and don't leave, guys. First year वाले तो छोड़ो मत यार, तुम्हारे तो हाँ I understand तुम्हारे offline ये है क्या. अभी तो मैंने संडे सैटरडे इसलिए रखा था.
सेशन इज सो
पूरा मैंने मुहूर्त निकाल के सैटरडे संडे आज रखा है. पूरा ज्योतिषी देख के, कॉन्स्टलेशन वगैरह देख के. आज तो शुभ दिन है, आज कुछ है भी नहीं किसी का, फिर भी नहीं आए तुम लोग. मतलब तुम लोग आए, बाकी लोग नहीं आए.
यार तूने सीएससी के लोगों में बांटा है ये चीज, फिर भी नहीं आ रही किसी को
हाँ,
सुनने का मन?
सीएससी में तो कोई इंटरेस्टेड ही नहीं है. व्हाट ब्रांच इट इज, आई एम रियली नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग. सीएससी वालों को किस चीज में इंटरेस्ट है, मैं उनसे पूछना चाहती हूँ.
डीएसए
में इंटरेस्ट है ना.
जब तने सर खुद आके बोल रहे कि उन्हें इंटरेस्ट नहीं था उतना डीएसए में. या डीएसए तो सब करते हैं यार. यू हैव टू. या आई विल टेक ए सेशन ऑन कंटेंट राइटिंग. बस मुझे ना even I need a tag before taking the session, because I am no Microsoft. No one will join me. I don't have any tag. No,
We'll
so
join now.
wait till the internship.
We'll join and
I
we'll
will have
hype you up.
and then you can join me. Otherwise वापस कोई नहीं आएगा ऐसे. Did you send Samiksha?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll also send. Until then, और बताओ guys क्या चल रहा है जिंदगी में?
जी मेरे को एक चीज पूछनी थी. आई हैव टू क्रिएट दिस वीडियो फॉर जो सिस्को इंक्यूबेटर का टास्क 1 है एंड मैंने आज तक कभी वीडियो नहीं बनाई है. आई हैव लिटरली नो आइडिया हाउ टू क्रिएट वीडियोस. आई मीन
जान दे के वीडियो नहीं बनानी. आई गेस सन सर इज आल्सो इन द मीट. इफ मतलब जान दे के बनानी, वीमियो पे डायरेक्ट रिकॉर्ड करनी है. मतलब कि एक पीपीटी बना दो कैनवा पे
अच्छा
और वीडियो रिकॉर्ड कर दो। क्या वीडियो बनानी, पिच की वीडियो बनानी है?
बेसिकली एक तो वो जो बिजनेस कैनवस मॉडल था, बिजनेस मॉडल कैनवस था, उसे दिखाना है, उसके बारे में बोलना है, एंड एक वायर फ्रेमिंग का उन्होंने दिया था, वायर फ्रेमिंग कर लिया एंड देन उसका करना है।
Yeah, I'm tomorrow I'm taking a session of wire framing in the morning.
कितने बजे?
Wait 1 second. I'll yeah, mummy. 1 second. Hi guys. So yeah, I'm taking. I guess I'll take it on 10 a.m. and everyone is welcome. I'll send it. I'll send the session for business model canvas and wireframing uh, in the Thinkubator group. And do we have Ishan with us right now? I cannot see anything on my screen. Janak.
तेज शान सर कब आ रहे हैं?